Assalamu alaikum. Shalom and peace be with you. It is a great honor to gather here with all of you in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I extend greetings to all of the distinguished platform dignitaries, the ambassador, and to Representative Cohen, Representative Miccarelli, Delegate Sanchez, and to all of you. It's a great honor to be here with all of you at this important time. I understand that we have people representing the Ahmadiyya Muslim community from all over the world. And I also understand, you will forgive me, given the fact that this is an election year and I just came from a relatively sleepless 5 days in Philadelphia, if the remarks I share with you are remarks of reflection about the United States of America, the important role of religious liberty, freedom of conscience that those values play in our country and in the future of this world. I have certainly read and have been in awe of the travel schedule of His Holiness Mirza Masroor Ahmad, this man of peace who has traveled to over the 200 countries throughout the world. A man who can walk into any nation, sit down with civic leaders, elected officials, heads of state, and still have one clear, truthful message, that in fact there is only one superpower in this world, and that is the power of love. The True Islam campaign is a gift. It is a gift to understanding and awareness the world over. The True Islam campaign underscoring the freedom of conscience, freedom of religion, charity, compassion, kindness, and generosity to strangers. These are the values, the true values of Islam. And they are values that have been demonstrated so very, very profoundly the world over by the tremendous work of the Humanity First campaign. That's executive director, my friend, Monam Naeem, the executive director of Humanity First, with its world headquarters in Silver Spring, Maryland. Silver Spring, Maryland, a state that was itself founded for religious freedom and religious liberty. You know, when we gather here today in Harrisburg, we are not very far away from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, where we have a couple people from Gettysburg who made the commute. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and the Gettysburg Address, where Abraham Lincoln, that great Republican leader who extolled our common humanity, who asked the question, whether a government of the people, by the people, and for the people should indeed last and not perish from this earth. It is a question asked in every generation. It is a question that we must answer here in our own time. You know, it has been said by an Irish poet that darkness is the canvas against which beauty and light can be seen most clearly. And certainly in the politics of the United States of America, there is plenty of dark canvas. And we must shine against that dark canvas. We must be an alternative to that darkness. I was in Philadelphia for the last 4 or 5 days. I saw tremendous moments of oratory from Michelle Obama, from Barack Obama, from Joe Biden, from many people. But the moment of that convention that I will always remember, that touched my heart deeply and the hearts of every American deeply, were the words of that Gold Star couple, Hazar Khan and his stoic and courageous wife. And he looked directly into the camera and he told that leading spokesperson of darkness that you know nothing of sacrifice and you have sacrificed no one. He challenged that voice of darkness to even read the Constitution of the United States, whose preamble begins, "We the people." The work that builds up a great republic is not anger, it is not fear. It is the work of our common humanity, knowledge for life, global health, learning a skill, disaster relief, water for life, feeding the hungry. These are the values of all humanity, and these are the values to which we must align ourselves as a nation if we are to be a powerful force for love and acceptance and understanding. You know, I come from Baltimore, Maryland, the original land of the free and the home of the brave, the birthplace of the Star-Spangled Banner. And true story about that incident in American history, when it seemed like our entire republic was hanging by a thread. The people of Baltimore, rather than fleeing in the night, instead joined together. Half of the defenders of Baltimore at that time, when the British Army bore down upon us with their shock and awe campaign of its day, half of the defenders were actually immigrants or the children of immigrants. 1 out of 5 were black citizens of a still as yet very imperfect country. And the hands which actually stitched together that gigantic Star-Spangled Banner, the hands that stitched them together were in the home of a seamstress named Mary Pinkersgill. And the records tell us that some of those people, that in her household were not only her daughters who helped sew together that flag, but also a little indentured African-American servant girl named Grace. Hands of bondage, hands of freedom, stitching together the stars and stripes. And I would submit to you that the thread that held that flag together then is the same thread that unites us here today in Harrisburg and throughout the United States. It is the thread of our common humanity, human dignity, truth about ourselves, respect for one another, compassion for all. And these are the values that has made your community a beacon of light in this world and a beacon of light in the United States. I leave you with the words of a great American also from Maryland named Frederick Douglass, who probably summed up the truth and the beauty and the light of our nation best when he said, "We are one, our cause is one, and we must help each other if we are to succeed. Inshallah, may it ever be so."